Hello anyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Hopes, where we are continuing. And news on where I'm up to in houses. I'm on the final map now and oh boy!
Azure Gleam. The blood-stained lance.
Yeah, the end of Dimitri's route gets wild, doesn't it?
The Western Lords suffered defeat at the capital. Cornelia, the instigator of the uprising, flees west and commands her allies, Viscounts Mateus and Gideon, to muster their forces. Hoping to settle this matter before re-engaging with the Empire, the Kingdom Army makes for the Mach region in order to defeat Cornelia and learn the truth of the tragedy of Duscur.
Yeah, so the point I'm at with houses, I haven't finished the final map yet, but I feel like
My uncle?
there's not much more that can be spoiled for me at this point, so I feel like I can carry on with this for a bit. But yeah.
I'm afraid so. Among the rebels are houses Mateus and Gideon, and all the other Western Lords from whom I've stripped power. They appear to have appointed Baron Dominic as their leader.
Really? Because his one appearance in houses during the Annette and Gilbert paralogue, he was very, I don't want to be on Cornelia's side, I just need to make it look like that so I can protect my people. Whereas this time he's just apparently gone full on no.
I'm so sorry, Annie. What could he be thinking?
House Dominic may be a mere barony at present, but they're a storied family whose lineage traces all the way back to the 10 elites. Centuries ago, when the wise King Klaus passed beyond the Veil of Death, he did so without naming a successor to the crown.
Doesn't sound very wise to me, but okay.
And so, the three regions of the Holy Kingdom, Fargus, Mach, and Leicester, were divided among the three royal princes. House Dominic chose to side with the prince ruling Mach, who was eventually defeated by the forces of Fargus,
Confusing, but okay.
leaving the once vast Dominic territory to be whittled down, meted out to the neighboring lords.
I know they held a grudge about that in the past, but surely it's ancient history at this point. Tons of people from House Dominic, my father included, have devoted their lives to serving the royal family. It makes me wonder if my uncle's heart is really in this fight.
As they stand now, House Dominic lacks the influence and might necessary to defy their surrounding lords. So when pushed to join the uprising, they would have had little choice but to go along. But that lack of strength might just be the key to our victory.
Okay, so we're going with he is good actually, just under pressure.
How do you mean, Gustav?
If we could only convince my brother to change sides, the Western territories would lose their leader. And if we were to follow that up with a decisive victory against a demoralized army, it would likely cause their military effort to collapse entirely.
Perhaps. But it'll be difficult to pry the Baron away without first eliminating those surrounding him.
Indeed. If nothing else, we'll need to turn the tide of war in our favor if we ever hope to empower the Baron to defect. For now, we must consider how best to break through their front.
Let me guess, 1,000 side quests.
This is no small number of soldiers you offer. Are you sure Duscur can spare that many?
For good or ill, this is what our chief has decided. Preparations will take some time, but we are sworn to aid you, and we will stake our pride as a people on doing so.
Still, this is a far larger force than we ever asked for.
Please, you strove tirelessly to see our home return to us.
Oh, has that happened in this universe? Okay.
The people of Duscur have not forgotten the kindness you showed.
I mean, I guess Dimitri's been king for a while, officially, so he's had time to work on it.
And though some may still think ill of you, we only offer as many soldiers as volunteered.
Duscur remains a kingdom territory. As such, I can't claim our relationship is one on equal footing. Yet, I want to believe your gracious support here will point the way to a new future for both your home and ours. Give your men my thanks. And once this war reaches its conclusion, I'll be sure to visit Duscur anew.
Understood. I'll be taking my leave now.
Dedue, none of this would be happening if not for the unflagging efforts of you and Rodrigue.
No, Your Majesty. Neither I nor Rodrigue could have accomplished this. Your sincerity is what won their trust.
I hope you speak true. Nothing I do will ever bring back their fallen loved ones after all.
Yet you have shown us the truth all the same. allowed us to see a better future. Not only me, but everyone from Duscur.
And still, the whole picture remains elusive. A dark secret continues to linger over the tragedy, shrouded by shadow. Shedding light on it is my... No. It is our duty.
Okay, I slightly zoned out there, my bad. But I think I got the general rule. Oh my word, that's a lot of side quests again. Good lord. They are really milking that for all it's worth, aren't they? Oof. Right, time to talk to people, I guess.
How's it going? Perfect.
What a relief my father showed up. I guess he's somewhat reliable after all. He's not the type to suddenly spring into action, but I imagine he couldn't let things stand as they were. I mean, the Gautier name was used to spread false information, which put His Majesty in danger. I can't say I'm surprised. It's very weird coming off houses where everything was voice acted and having to do all this reading again.
Greetings.
There's always some conflict or another going on in Fargus. I'm sure Leicester and Adrestia are similar. And the same's true for Duscur. It's not so easy to settle a dispute between those with differing views. That is indeed how the world works, yes. Hey, Dimitri.
Ah, it's you.
What is it, Dimitri?
No.
Ah, well in truth I spent much of last night getting firmly scolded by Felix. Yeah, that sounds about right. Once he got started he would not stop. We ended up talking through the night, much like the old days. In the end, Adieu came into the tent and began arguing with Felix. Let's rejoice in their reconciliation. I know things have been awkward between you two for a while. I'm glad you're able to reconcile. Thank you, I am as well. In any case, I'm truly sorry to have worried you. What a feckless man I am, ever toiling to no avail.
I wonder...
I promise I will walk alongside everyone else moving forward. I kind of love Felix. I'm slightly obsessed with him. I've just pre-ordered a Dimitri figure from the Good Smile Company pop-up parade range because I love them and they're not too expensive. And I've ordered Dimitri, but Felix, his figure just isn't as good. It makes me sad because I love him, but I can't justify the expense on a not great figure.
Oh.
Especially when I still have Claude coming up. I pointedly avoided Edelgard. Anyway, I'm having a hard time staying in the kingdom so long. The cold is wearing me down. How are the people from the kingdom alright? I'm wondering if they have any advice for enduring the cold. Your first problem is, I don't think the people from the kingdom are alright, quite frankly. They got used to it. I'm sure they've gotten used to it, otherwise they never would have settled here.
Interesting.
I was hearing that the kingdom was made when they went against the Empire. I'm thinking they did not have a choice. Was the Empire just trying to get rid of the cold bit?
Right.
Your deftness with the spear is truly a sight to behold. I imagine your teacher must have had considerable skill.
Right.
Yes, I actually learned from my family, those in the castle, and a friend who passed away. Oh, is that so? How impressive. I would certainly like to be as adept with a spear with you as you.
What say you?
Well, I could teach you if you like. I'm sure you can master it quickly. I won't go so far as to say it would make Glenn happy, but at the very least, I would be glad if my skills could be of use to someone else. Good old Glenn.
Hey!
The most powerful general in all of the Empire is the Ministry of Military Affairs, Count Burgles. And the mightiest in all the Alliance is Lord Holst of House Goneril. I hear the Minister of Military Affairs was in command on the Eastern Front. I wonder if those two ended up duking it out. If they did, I wonder what kind of fight it was. Now that's a brawl I'd want a front row seat to. I think I've seen from thumbnails that Holst is actually playable in this, which is wild, considering how many times he was mentioned in houses and we never got to see him.
Excuse me.
It's pretty tough to get people to band together for a common cause. Each person is their own entity, which means they have differing desires and goals. Unifying all those diverse wants and needs under the banner of a single region feels nigh impossible.
A shame.
Just how long are we going to fight against that impossibility? Oh. I had thought the kingdom would have presented a more united front against the Empire. To be honest, I was quite surprised that such a disturbance would happen in the royal capital. It's a good thing that the kingdom ended up with Ariam Road, I'll tell you that. If they hadn't, I'm sure the Empire would have marched far into Kingdom territory by now. Yeah, I do kind of enjoy the recruited characters just offering snarky commentary about what we're doing.
Hello there. Oh, that's right.
Now that I think about it, I haven't been to Western Fargus all that much. I'm originally from the Empire, and I rarely had the opportunity to travel while I was with the Church. I always thought I'd like to go there someday, but I confess this is not quite what I had in mind. Yeah, I think that's fair enough at this point.
Hear a girl out, will you?
My brother died 6 years ago in the tragedy of Duscur. King Dimitri apologized to me personally for it. But all I want is for him to find out the truth about why my brother had to die. Yeah, I feel like even in Houses I'm not 100% certain on that, even though we've kind of figured out who was behind it. I was worried for a while there, but I'm relieved there wasn't much damage to the city. And we were able to rescue Duke Ivan as well. What a load off our shoulders. Sure.
Right on.
Totally. Now if we can just do something about the West, all these problems within the kingdom should settle down. Yeah, I have to wonder, what in the world is Cornelia playing at? I'm very distracted by that cat rolling around in the background, excuse me. It's adorable. Anyway, I can think of a lot of reasons why the Western nobles would oppose His Majesty. But her, nothing comes to mind. There's something unsettling about all this. Yeah, well, once again, Slithery's got a slither.
Zach.
I heard rumours that Felix and his father weren't on good terms, but that doesn't appear to be the case, does it? A while back, Felix seemed pretty keen on cutting ties with his house. But maybe now he's succeeded to the head of his family, he understands his father's feelings a little more. Or maybe now he just doesn't have to listen to Rodrigue as much, he's more chill.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. You know, there are some sacred sites for the Church of Seros in the Western Kingdom. There's the Rhodos Coast and Lake Tetuis. I've never been to them, though. Rhodos Coast, isn't that where Setid's wife is buried?
Sounds great.
I'd love to go on a little sacred sightseeing tour once all this fighting has died down. Maybe you can come with me, if you're not busy, I mean. Sure, I'll send Shel off to weird sites with Gatekeeper, so I don't have to use her.
You have my gratitude.
I believe thanks are in order. Your aid in Ferdiad was invaluable. We could not have rescued His Majesty alone, not even if we staked our lives on the fight. Humility.
Nuh-uh.
No, I didn't do much. Felix was the one who made the decision to go to the capital. Ha, yes. I thanked him as well, though he rewarded my efforts with no small amount of curtness. He muttered something about being preferable to having nightmares about abandoning us. I do wonder where he got that sharp tongue of his. Now let us all work together from here on out and move quickly to subdue the West. Yeah.
Come to think of it,
Baron Dominic is an incredibly good man, but his son is a dyed-in-the-wool libertine. Wait, he has a son? I mean, this entire time, since Annette ends up with the relic in Houses, I just kind of assumed that she was the only potential heir. But there's a son? Okay. He bears the crest of Dominic and received excellent grades at the Officers' Academy. Yet he insisted on becoming a travelling minstrel of all things. He's probably off wandering and warbling this very moment. I mean, that's a big mood. I too would rather do that.
You look well today. I see.
What a great relief to have Dimitri back safe and sound. I have also noticed that something about him has changed. I would not necessarily say that he is cheerful, but something in his countenance appears more at ease. Perhaps his friends encouraged him and that made him feel better. I would like to make more friends myself. Ah, Flame. We can be friends, though I think you deserve better than Shel. The commotion in the capital has subsided for now. I'm glad we've got some good news for Lady Rhea. Oh, speaking of good news, my former partner has officially signed on to help us. Yeah, Shamir! We're going to meet up with her in Ariam Road. I can't wait to see her again. I still ship it. Baron Dominic is in a precarious position. Speaking with my brother will be no simple matter. That's true, even if he wanted to help us. He can't risk doing anything reckless so long as the other Western nobles have power. Our only option is to steadily gain control and cut down the West's military forces.
Let's give it our all!
I believe in you, Father. I'm certain Uncle Dominic will listen to you if you can make your way to him. I guess we'll find out.
Hi there. Over here!
Over here to you too. You saved His Majesty. As a kingdom citizen, I am most grateful to you. Ah, silly, I forgot to introduce myself. Viscount Bredius at your service. Wonderful to make your acquaintance. Actually, my younger sister was at the Officers' Academy the same year as you and His Majesty. I suppose that's why I feel a sort of kinship with you. Well, in any case, I'll be praying for your great success. Yeah, I feel like I vaguely remember her. It's weird how many random houses they've just kind of thrown in here for us to deal with.
Hello there.
Felix, I wish to speak with you about the part of the Duscur Vanguard that's being sent to House Freldarius. Do your soldiers have any complaints? I imagine you have thoughts as well. Some might be dissatisfied, but I don't care if they are. I value a warrior's ability to fight. Things like where they're from don't matter to me. And to that end, there are many competent fighters among the Duscur soldiers, and they all have high morale. They make for good training partners, and we can learn a great deal from their techniques, and...
Hey there.
What, you got a problem? Speak up. Not at all. I was just thinking that His Majesty must find it reassuring to have a confidant like you. Why is this such a good bro-TP forming between these three? Huh? Well, I didn't expect to hear that. Whatever, you're free to say what you want. Oh, this is making me more tempted to order the Felix figure. Someone stop me. Here's a luxury few can afford.
How can I serve?
Among the Western Lords, Count Duval's house was the closest to us in the Central Church. It might not actually be their intention to make enemies of us. We are also finding it quite painful to have to fight them. Yeah, it's not great.
How are you faring? Marvelous.
I am relieved we have cleared up that matter in the royal capital, and it appears the city sustained much less damage than we feared. It is a pity we could not detain that temptress Cornelia, though. One day, her presence may plunge Fargus into chaos. No, perhaps all of Fodlan, even. Yeah, probably. I'd believe it.
Did you need something?
My husband is originally from House Mateus and is much grieved by my current predicament. He wishes not to spill the blood of his relatives. That is why I have come in his stead. But to be in the thrall of that deceitful woman and raise an army as a result. What a foolish man my father-in-law is. Yeah. Also, who did I miss way off in the corner there? Oh, Bernie. Yeah, that tracks. Oh wait, that wasn't even Bernie. Huh.
How about it?
Doesn't all this moving around make you lose track of where we are, Shel? Especially since we've been rushing around all these places that look practically the same. I'm not even sure if we're in the kingdom anymore. Let's tell her where we are.
Nuh-uh.
We're definitely in the kingdom. You might want to try and pay more attention to the world around you.
Nope.
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have gone outside. I can't take this anymore. Wait, Bernie's saying she knew she should have gone outside? That doesn't seem right. Anyway, where's the other person I missed? Time for a good old other round of CA can't read maps. Wait, is she outside now and she just hadn't spawned in? Nope, she's still in the shed. Great.
Come here, will ya?
Pedigree and intelligence are qualities you're born with. Physical appearance, crests, and environment are out of your control as well. Sorry, that was a really loud knocking noise outside. What is going on? Okay, apparently one of my neighbours is using a hammer outside very loudly, enough that my mic seems to be picking it up vaguely, so if that comes through, I apologise. That's what the boss always said anyway. I wonder what he's up to now. It's been a good while since he left Abyss. Yuri! Do we get Yuri soon? Please, my beloved. Gosh, I miss him. I love Yuri so much.
Oh, it's you. So, you up for a chat?
I thought she might not have been, and it turns out Cornelia was that same lady. As usual, she made a quick escape. Yeah. What do you mean? How do you know her? Oh, she's the one who caused me so much pain. And at this point, I don't really care. Dee Dee will take her down. I mean, good, to be honest. Anyway, that is all of the talking done, so I'll be back when I get through some of the endless side questing, I guess. Okay, I went to a loading screen after side quest 1, so...
Your Majesty. The Imperial Army has begun an assault on former Arendelle territory.
Yep, more info dumping.
They've caught on to us.
And? How does Arendelle fare?
The force we sent to bolster their defenses still holds the castle, but they're under considerable pressure. They may not hold out much longer.
That bad, huh? Could they have planted spies in our midst at the fortress?
Even were that the case, this would be an odd turn of events. We left sizable reserves guarding both Aryan Road and Arendelle. Under those circumstances, Felix's unit alone would seem enough to keep the enemy at bay.
But this enemy marches under the flag of the Black Eagles. They appear to be the Emperor's personal battalion.
Oh, good.
Edelgard's trying to seize Aryan Road personally?
The Emperor has panache, I'll give her that. It takes some real guts to confront the Kingdom and Alliance simultaneously. If you ask me, it feels like quite a roll of the dice for us to keep focusing on the West, while the Imperial threat marches towards us unchecked.
I don't know, because neither of them are great options. Although someone did mention that without Aryan Road it would be a problem, so Aryan Road, I guess.
We need to go help Aryan Road. If we don't ride out soon, the fortress could fall.
Now wait just a minute. What becomes of the uprising in the West if we do that? Of course we can't turn a blind eye to the Empire's attack either. But taking the sword to these insurrectionists must be our top priority.
Indeed. Considering the relative urgencies of both situations, the trouble in the West takes precedence.
Okay.
That said, the thought of Aryan Road falling into her hands is a difficult one to stomach.
Send forth the Knights of Saros, then. We may be few in number, but even a small force can be all the difference when defending a siege. And given the debt we owe you, the Archbishop will surely not refuse you this favor.
Thank you, Sedith. I'll send an envoy to her at once.
Yeah, that's nice of you.
Go to Lady Rhea and request reinforcements from the knights at both Arundel and Aryan Road. Tell her, if Arundel proves too difficult to pacify, her knights should not hesitate to abandon it. If such an eventuality comes, they're to fall back to Aryan Road and hold the fortress with the others. Understood?
Yes, Your Majesty!
We don't have time to be sitting on our hands either. Let's hurry up and end this rebellion.
Right you are. There's not a moment to waste. We'll begin our war council at once.
I like the music there. It's very dramatic. Right. Did wants to go on an expedition. That's fun. Anyway, I'll be back when more information happens, I guess.
Then the regicide of our late King Lambert was orchestrated by none other than you and your accomplices here, Viscount Mateus. What's more, you had the audacity to pin the blame for your crime onto the innocent people of Duscur.
We did what we believed to be right, and we still believe it so. I bear neither shame nor regret for our actions.
Man, they really need to chill.
Our hand was forced, Baron. We took no pleasure in the deed.
Yeah, but no one even feels bad about it, like, good grief.
But we could not lie down and allow Lambert to trample over us with his tyrannical policies.
His beloved Eastern lords may have submitted with naught but a whimper, knowing full well that they would always have the favor of the king. But we in the West refused to play his game. It's as simple as that.
I understand the situation you found yourself in, but I failed to see the righteousness or necessity in the measures you chose.
Yeah.
Of course, aspects of Lambert's reign troubled me as well. Yet one can never predict what may lie on the other side of a violent, radical revolution. With that understanding in mind, I decided to obey the late king's wishes. If you took issue with his policy, you should have made a formal protest. Surely a dialogue is a more preferable outcome to cold-blooded murder.
And I mean, even if you are determined to cold-blooded murder, you could at least, like, talk to him first. You don't have to go in with murder as your first attempt.
Any protest we made would never have drowned out the chorus of his blind devotees.
Wrong. His Majesty would have listened had you only explained your troubles. I'm sure of it. Instead, you cast aside your duties as his retainers, crawled into a fetid bed with the Empire, and ended his life like the base cowards you are.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Baron Dominic on this one.
Well, the time has come to face judgment for your sins.
My. Do you really think yourself so different from them, dear Baron?
Cornelia, you scheming wretch.
Judgment for your sins? Do you think this is one of that decrepit church's tired old parables? Sorry, but you're part of this now, trapped here like the rest of us. So be a good little boy, and do your part in sowing chaos in Fargus and the rest of Fodlan while you're at it.
Yay! Yeah, that was our last thing before, Ooh, whose support do I want to increase? Let's go with that. Ooh, a new facility, sweet. Also, interestingly, I have a paralog, which is wild. We'll do that in a second, but first I'm going to go back to base camp for a couple of reasons. Right, I'll sort out some supply stuff and then I will explain what I'm up to. Okay, at one point I went on an expedition with Seteth and he had some new dialogue.
A moment.
And I'm kind of interested in this. I've already dispatched Catherine and our finest knights to Ariam Road. The one leading the kingdom's forces, Miklan, seems like a talented man. I'm sure he can weather the Empire's assault for the time being. That said, we can ill afford excess deliberation. We must do something about this internal conflict. So, Seteth's already calling out that Miklan is the one specifically in charge, which we knew he was going, but I don't know if I trust this.
Let's see.
And Sylvain has new dialogue as well. There won't be much chance of victory against the Emperor's personal guard. They'll probably retake Arendelle territory before long. The Knights of Seros and my brother's forces are preparing to try and hold the fort during the siege. And if they're to have any chance of succeeding, they'll need a supporting army, meaning outside reinforcements.
Not good.
I'm still feeling uneasy, even though we're the ones going to help. The Empire has way more soldiers. Let's be optimistic, I guess.
Sure?
Well, we do have a smaller number of troops, but I don't think the difference is insurmountable. The folks we've got covering the siege are the cream of the crop, plus the kingdom's got access to the heroes' relics.
Nuh-uh.
I suppose you're right about all that, but we'll be prepping to fight the Western nobles after this. That battle will inevitably cost us, and after it's over, we'll need to keep some troops in the west. I'll try to speak to my father again. It can't hurt to ask.
Let's do this thing.
It looks like the Sereng forces are backed off for now, so I imagine my father will consider sending reinforcements. Probably. Okay, so they're less worried about Miklan than I am, apparently. Because I'm worried. But for now we have a bunch of supports, good grief.
Looks like there's lots of bugs around here. Go on and eat a bunch and grow nice and big plants.
Hey, Bernie B. Doing a little garden care?
Bernie B.
Huh? Oh, yes. Do you need something, Happy? Oh, wait. Are you here to finish me off and turn me into fertilizer? No! I'm completely devoid of nutritional content. I'm basically just air.
No, but if you want to be fertilizer that badly, I'm certain it could be arranged. I just wanted to mention how I'm surprised to find carnivorous plants growing here. I was curious who was taking care of them, and now I seem to have found my answer.
Yeah, carnivorous plants are my favorites.
And mine as well. I had no idea we were such kindred spirits.
That's so great! I never thought I'd find another carnivorous plant lover in all of Falkland. Yay!
I mean, nice for Bernie to be making friends who she's not instantly too terrified of.
You really don't need to yell like that. So, which one do you like best, Bernie B? There's a lot to consider after all. The aroma, the texture, the way you prepare it.
Oh yeah! Some smell nice and some are just soft as all get out. But the way they're prepared? Like how you take care of them? I suppose there's a lot of variance there too.
Happy eats them, doesn't she?
Indeed. So of the ones here, which is your favorite?
Maybe this one. The one that looks like a jug.
I like that one as well. It smells divine. And the experience really changes depending on what kind of berries you stuff it with.
Can't say I've ever thought to stuff it full of berries, but I definitely see how that would change things. Oh, but I also like this one here with the leaves that act like a mouth. They're so teensy and cute, and they blossom with white flowers. I could just stare at them all day.
Interesting. I always pick them before the flowers can bloom, so I didn't know that. Aren't the buds wonderful? Of course, wrapping with leaves is great too.
Yeah, the buds are unusual. I love them. And it's fun watching the leaves move. I'm happy you like watching them as much as me.
Watching?
Huh?
In any case, now we know we like the same ones. We should have a bite together next chance we get. Anyway, I have to be off. See ya.
Yep. Next time we'll go out together and, get something to eat? I guess that sounds nice.
Oh boy. That's a mess. Anyway. Yay. I'd love to meet Trinidadu.
You must rest, Your Majesty. These late hours will only undermine your health.
I appreciate your concern, but I fear sleep eludes me after our last battle. No need to wait for me to do, or to worry. I'll rest when I find a suitable stopping point.
You said the same the other day, then worked until the break of dawn.
I should know better than to argue when you get like this. Very well. I'll rest once I know these documents contain no errors. And if you assist me, it will go all the faster.
This is written in the language of Duscur. Is it a letter to the leadership?
Yes. I'd asked their cooperation in investigating a number of matters pertaining to the tragedy of Duscur. Some interim reports arrived the other day, so I'm thanking them for those and requesting a further investigation into another matter.
I see. Such important tasks warrant daylight. Can this not wait until morning?
And what if I fall in battle tomorrow and the work remains forever unfinished? I must do all that I can while I still draw breath. I will uncover the truth of that day and exact revenge for the dead. I swear it. There's no time to waste. After all, it doesn't appear resolving this issue will be as simple as just setting all the perpetrators to meet their end.
All the more reason to rest and preserve your health.
My rest and health can wait. At least until I've looked through these inquiries into the Western Front. And I should put in some training before I sleep, to make up for all this desk work.
Do you still have nightmares of that day?
You remember then? I'm surprised. I've not mentioned them in years. I used to summon you to my room under the pretense of keeping you safe from the others in the castle. Then I'd have you listen to me babble until sleep finally claimed me.
I've always been grateful for the consideration you showed.
It was my own selfishness, nothing praiseworthy.
Well, if sleep still evades you, I would be happy to lend an ear.
That would only succeed in exhausting us both. We have an early start tomorrow, so please, get some rest. I know you will once again implore me not to overextend myself. But I assure you that I know my own limits better than anyone.
At least let me bring tea before I depart.
That would be wonderful to do. And apologies for always putting you through so much trouble.
No, I love them. Also, I've just realised, why am I not going through all of Shel's supports first? Because I still do not care about Shel.
You're a lifesaver, Mercedes. Could you help me tend to this soldier's wounds next?
Lady Mercedes, where would you like me to put this?
Oh, yes, just a moment, please.
You really have your hands full, Mercedes. Anything I can pitch in on?
Oh, goodness. I appreciate your offer, but I couldn't possibly ask you to take time out of your day to assist me in these tasks.
Hey, don't be like that. Anyone who's still got the legs to stand on after a battle needs to do whatever they can to help. I'm no physician, but I can at least help get some of this stuff organized.
But you only just returned from combat yourself. Aren't you exhausted?
Same of you, I guess, even though I never use you in this game.
Hey, I could turn that question right back on you. You were there fighting with us that whole time.
I suppose that's true. But are you sure you don't mind lending a hand?
Sure as anything. Just tell me what to do, and I'll be on it before you can even blink.
In that case, there's a box over at the training grounds. Would you mind getting it? There should be bandages and medicine inside, so you'll be able to tell which one it is just by opening the lid.
Got it. Be right back.
Oh my, wait just a minute.
What's up?
Give me your right hand.
Okay.
I knew it. You're injured. Here, I can patch this up in a jiffy with my healing magic.
Oh, it's all better. Thanks, Mercedes.
You need to speak up from now on if you're hurt, all right? Don't be so nonchalant about your health.
Hey, I could say the same thing about... Actually, never mind. Anyway, it should be easier to carry that box now. Thanks again, Mercedes.
No, thank you for offering to help. Oh, and take all the time you need. There's no rush.
Hey, Dedu. It looked like you were having some trouble out there during training today. All good?
It is not uncommon. Many soldiers do not think highly of me.
Why's that?
As you know, I am from Duscur. Relations with my home have improved now that His Majesty has taken the throne, but many still hold misgivings about fighting beside someone like me.
I'm gonna question that. Why would I sympathize with the soldiers? Good grief, Shel.
Really? I don't see why.
Shel has the emotional intelligence of a walnut.
The tragedy of Duscur shook the entire kingdom to its core. And now I am among the royal guard, an honor often reserved for the children of nobles. As I am neither noble nor knight, many are displeased at my position.
Yeah, that kind of stuff always makes people jealous. I've got tons of rumors flying around about me, too. Not that I blame them. I was just a regular merc, plucked off the street and into the officers' academy just because I happened to bump into Dimitri. All of it was a lucky break, if you ask me. Kinda natural it would get under people's skin.
True. We are both here due to happenstance involving His Majesty. It is in the nobility's instinct to resent us for claiming their rightful roles. Missing out due to sheer luck is cruel indeed.
True, but if they're only getting those roles because they happen to be born nobles, what's the difference?
I'm sure Dimitri's got his hands full balancing it all, too. One wrong move, and we could be faced with a full-on rebellion. But you know, I think there's an easy way to solve this. We just have to prove we're both capable leaders, that we deserve people's support. It's like I said before, as long as we get results, trust and respect will follow. Even the biggest skeptics will have to throw their weight behind us if we can show we have what it takes.
Something you learned as a mercenary.
Yep. There was this thief we had in our company, real shady guy. Nobody trusted him, but he did his work just as well as anyone else. And before long, everyone had pretty much warmed up to him. After a year or so, even I was joking around with him like he was an old friend.
He won your trust.
Of course, we didn't know for sure he wouldn't just run off with all our stuff one night. But that's why people like you are so valuable. You know, people who keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
I see.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk your ear off.
No, I appreciate it. I will try to follow your advice.
Always glad for more Dedu content. Let's go with Felix and Rodrigue.
Hey.
What kind of greeting is that? I gave you my title, not free license for insolence.
I mean, at least he's talking to you at all.
Spare me the lecture. I have a question about the lords of Southern Fraldaria's territory.
So you're having trouble with them as well, are you? Let me guess. They're withholding provisions. Or perhaps they refuse to send troops they promised.
How did you know?
Because I've been through the same thing with them any number of times.
Southern soldiers are unskilled, but they make up for it with sheer numbers. I need their cooperation, yet they refuse to negotiate. And I have no idea how to convince them.
Yes. I imagine they're dealing with their own issues.
And what issues would those be?
When they refused to send reinforcements for the invasion of Sreng, it was because the lords were embroiled in a succession dispute. If one house sent soldiers, the others would pounce on the opportunity to move against them. But mere letters could never have told you something like that.
So you went around to each territory personally?
Yes. Though considering we're presently on war footing, doing so now would be unwise.
Well, that's hardly helpful, but I'll take it into consideration and see what I can do. Something funny?
Just thinking that you've grown into a fine duke.
Were you expecting me to fail? You're the one who gave me the title, after all.
True. But I inherited the role when I was much older than you. You're doing extremely well for your age. It seems I raised two very capable sons.
Don't tell me you're glorifying Glenn's death again.
Oh, there goes the music. We're in trouble now.
Felix.
I've been walking in your footsteps, serving our king and leading an army of knights. After all that, I thought maybe I'd come to understand you a bit better. But I still can't stomach what you said that day.
Looks like I overstepped yet again. Perhaps the two of us will never see eye to eye. If Glenn were alive, I half suspect he'd say I was being childish.
I'm really curious about what... They only have one other support, don't they? Yeah. But anyway, this one, I believe, should be iconic based on the thumbnails I've seen go past.
Mercedes. Good. I need your help.
Felix? Why do you have a cat?
There it is!
Picked it up.
What a baby! Oh, it reminds me of Sneem. I love it.
Yes, I can see that, but... Oh no! Its little leg is hurt! Here, let me have it. I may be able to heal it with magic. There. It should be fine now.
Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. Though I must admit, you're the last person I expected to bring me an injured kitten. It reminds me of how my little brother once took in a cat when we were young.
Hey, that's right. You have a brother from a different father, right?
Yes. This was a long time ago, when we both still lived with House Bartels.
Wait, a younger brother?
My brother took in an injured cat, and after it healed, it began living in the mansion. We did our best to feed it secretly so it wouldn't be discovered.
Secretly? What's the big deal with one little furball?
We couldn't let anyone find out, no matter what. The people in that house were horrid. Had they learned of the cat, they would have put it in a sack and tossed it in the river.
And I would have put them in a sack and burnt it and then tossed it in the river.
Eventually, my mother and I left House Bartels and never looked back. Though we left my brother behind. Still, I've always wondered what happened to that poor little cat.
It had better be okay.
Animals are smart enough. If the thing felt threatened, it would have taken off.
I suppose you're right.
Anyway, now that you fixed the cat, I should bring it back to where I found it.
Why is "you fixed the cat" so funny?
Are you sure? It's clearly taken a shine to you.
Yeah, but I can't keep it. The thing's practically a kitten. What if it has parents that, I don't know, miss it?
Yes, I suppose returning it would be best.
All right, go. Shoo! Come on, get out of here already. Stop rubbing my legs. What is it? You want food? Well, I don't have any.
Ah, that cat really likes him. Animals clearly understand when a kind soul comes to their aid.
Mercedes, do something. This cat won't stop following me.
I'm sorry, but there isn't anything I can do. You'll have to wait until it feels like going home. Goodness, really? Having a cat like you is a good thing.
I'm not sure it is.
Well, so long as you're stuck waiting, we may as well get comfortable and have a nice chat.
Oh, that was fabulous. Give Felix a cat. Darn it, now I like him more. This is not helping me with avoiding ordering his figure. Someone stop me. Cart, you're usually my impulse control. Anyway, what was I doing again? Oh, paralogue, yes. Apologies, I got very distracted by Cat. As I so often do.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Okie dokes, let's do it.
Well, you three are a merry bunch. If this is how you're gonna approach the next battle, I better go buy some white cloth so we can start sewing our surrender flags.
Sorry. I was lost in thought for a second there.
What's on your mind?
You don't say. What's got you down?
I just never imagined we'd all be fighting together here in Duscur. You come back here often, right, Dedu? I have heard His Majesty say as much on multiple occasions.
Yes.
Well, Duscur is still quite new to most of us, so we will definitely be depending on you.
A word, Ingrid. It's true we shouldn't wallow in the past, but there is also no need for false cheer.
Sure, but considering who we're going up against, it's not like we've got happy days ahead.
We'll be fighting a Duscur militia, right?
Yeah, we've been asked to put down an insurrection. Some sort of internal disagreement.
Duscur is divided. Some seek peace with Fargus. Others reject it.
Things have been getting better between our two lands of late, but there are still plenty of folks who can't let the old grudges go.
I mean, the old grudges murdering half of their people. I can see where this is coming from, not gonna lie.
Hey, I get it. A lot of these people lost everything.
His Majesty still seeks to make amends. He's come here for speeches countless times. Our activities today are part of that effort.
Well, you still seem awfully gloomy if that's all this is. I mean, I get that this is a place where important folks died, but that's not exactly unusual, you know?
There's more. The leader of this insurrection aided the people who killed the late king all those years ago. So, we're not just here to put down some random rioters. Our real task is to arrest the leader and bring him back to Ferdiad.
Okay, I guess that's why they sent Kingdom people rather than having more Duscur people take care of it.
That man played a key role in the tragedy of Duscur, and he's responsible for Glenn's death.
Wait, hold on. This guy's from Duscur, right? I thought they had nothing to do with all that.
The vast majority did not.
But a few did, even if they weren't the brains behind the whole thing. We always knew some from Duscur were involved, as guides, if nothing else. And the Boar has been working with Duscur's leadership to find out who they were.
Sounds like the word got out. But still, inciting a rebellion seems like a pretty last-ditch effort to avoid justice.
Will you be able to stay your hand, Ingrid?
I will honor His Majesty's wishes. This leader has information we need, so we have to take him alive. No matter how much I may want to do otherwise. We'll uncover the truth and punish whoever is guilty. That will have to suffice as my revenge.
I think there are a lot of people who'd like a crack at this guy. Which is why we're here and a certain someone isn't.
His Majesty placed faith in us. We can't let him down.
Right.
I guess we can try and lift their spirits?
If you three keep acting like you're going to a funeral, your troops are gonna follow suit. Snap out of it already. Hold those heads up high.
Shel, you absolute hecking walnut.
You're right. We're here as representatives of the king. And we can't afford to lose this battle.
Well then.
Come on, let's get this show on the road already.
Right, okay. That's a lot of people. Oh, I can't even swap you round, okay. Fine, I guess.
We must help our allies. Permit no casualties.
Let's begin.
Oh, I can't get there yet. Okay.
Let's begin.
I totally am looking at what I'm doing.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot. Stand down. So they want to keep us out? Fine. We'll just cut our way through.
No killing. It will only complicate things.
You think I don't know that?
Okay, so we're going for non-lethal. Good to know.
Now's our chance. Attack!
Doing it, thank you. Okay, Ingrid is doing what I told her to. Great. Come on, Speedy Felix, we can do this.
Here goes.
Just stop and break a thing while I have a minute.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
I'm glad to go.
Oh yeah, I don't have you as a flyer at the moment, that's going to be annoying. I hate that there's no advanced class for Pegasi. Dude is slow, but he sure can hit. It's quite impressive. Like, having the shield is deeply irritating.
It's not over.
Right, that was that. Nice.
Let's begin.
Who do I want to send where?
This stronghold will fall!
Yeah, if you could make it fall, I'd really appreciate that, Shel. That is kind of the point.
This ends now.
Grief, this thing's hard to kill. It's very rude of them.
Be careful. These woods are dense.
You certainly know the terrain. Did you live around here?
Okay, I guess we're not gonna find out.
Grant them no mercy.
Just random did you lure dump in the middle of this chaos?
Not a problem.
Very nice. Okay.
I've got this.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
I'll handle this.
My hometown is near these woods. The same woods where the late king met his end.
Oh. I didn't know.
Targets, rats! Always sticking their noses where they don't belong.
We're good!
There's going to be trouble, and we still have allies under attack.
Yep, got that, thank you.
Take a breather.
I love you, Juju, but you're kind of annoying to play as when we're trying to defeat this kind of enemy.
So this is where...
I probably ought to just send you over here, to be honest.
It's time to move.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Lambert died. And my brother as well.
Do not dwell on old wounds. Come.
Yeah, this does all feel very, awkwardly
It must be
upbeat
hard for you
music
to
for
be
this.
fighting in your old home to do.
The concern is unnecessary. But, thank you.
I like a touching moment as much as the next guy, but we're in the middle of a battle here. Stay focused.
Do you really like a touching moment as much as the last guy,
Grant them
Felix?
no mercy.
Somehow I don't believe you there. Oh yeah, was Ingrid done doing the thing? Okay, I've sent you over there now. Good to know.
I've got you now.
Times where it might have been useful to have a mage, but... Ingrid, are you actually in trouble? Yeah, you're not doing too badly.
I'll handle this.
Which Duscur soldier is in trouble? I think it's one of the ones I can't get to, so that's incredibly helpful. Right.
I'll do what I can.
Did where are you?
Together!
Got you. Understood.
Let Ingrid absorb you for a minute. What is that camera angle? Good lord. Yeah, I've actually started using the adjuncts recently. Shockingly, it turns out they're helpful. Who would have known? Not like the game told me to use them or anything. Yeah, I would love to aid them, but I kind of can't right now. Okay, can I please get into the other areas now? Would really appreciate that. Okay, I'm still meant to be seizing the strongholds. I guess that's something. Ooh, Ingrid's slightly in trouble.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Is that the only other stronghold? Yeah, okay.
I'm glad to go.
Now's our chance. Attack!
Lend me your aid.
Let us begin.
Also, the final smashes are fun to watch when there's two
Leave
of them.
this to me. This ends here.
Okay, there's a healing thingy over this way. Love those things. Right.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear. My turn.
Okay, now can I get to more places? Would really like that. And I've got all the strongholds I can, haven't I? Oh, there's someone over there I need to kill. Fair enough. Okay, now can I get into the other places and help them?
But what sense is there in fighting their own people?
It seems that wasn't the general we were after.
Come, let us go. Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
There's still others who need our help. Hope you're ready. I've got you now.
Now's our chance. Attack!
Yeah, still working on it, Felix. Thank you. Okay, now what?
I owe you for that. Thank you, my friends from Fargus.
Don't mention it. Now get out of here and find somewhere safe to hide.
Final boss where?
You come for me, huh? Well, bring it on. I'll kill the lot of you.
Ah, there.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear. Not a problem. I've got...
This is the one we're after. Remember, we need him alive. Surprised the boar sent you with us, Ingrid. I'd have thought he'd keep you as far away from this as possible.
This assignment was my request. I seek to put the past behind me once and for all.
Valid.
Why did you participate in the massacre? I must know. Tell me.
Oh, don't play the victim. Those hands of yours have more blood on them than mine ever will.
I'll do what I can. It's...
Die to you too.
You were careless.
Throw back to Animal Crossing. That is a reference for cart and cart only. Whew, okay.
No! What are you gonna do to me?
You will come to Ferdiad and answer some questions. Take him away.
Don't mind me just speeding around the map because it's fun. I do enjoy the mounted units.
This was a long time coming, and a fine result, seeing as we suffered no needless casualties.
I guess so. Still, I wonder why our target chose to take part in the tragedy of Duscur in the first place.
Deeper? I don't know.
That kind of decision's not arrived at lightly. There must be some reason we haven't considered yet. I mean, maybe he honestly thought he was fighting for Duscur's future.
Then he went about it the wrong way.
Whatever the reason, there's no need to speculate.
Agreed. His Majesty will suss it out.
Yes, let's put our faith in him.
Why does suss it out sound so wrong?
But for now, we should tell the citizens of Duscur about what transpired today.
Wait. I must make a brief stop.
Oh? Where?
A lake deep in the forest, where a field of flowers once grew. The area was trampled by the kingdom's army some time back. I want to see if it is recovered.
I could use some flowers in my life right about now. And who knows the next time we'll be coming this way again. Mind if I join you?
Please do.
Count me in too. Felix?
I don't really care about that stuff, but sure. Still, we've got a lot to do, so let's make it quick.
Oh, how lovely. I can't believe a place like this is hidden away in the forest.
I often came here with my sister. I am glad to see it somewhat recovered.
Somewhat? You mean it used to be even more beautiful than this?
Indeed.
Wow. I'd love to see it in all its glory someday. King Lambert died near this spot, right? I wonder if Glenn ever saw this place.
I think it likely. When things settle in Duscur, this field should also return to form. We should come back then, to see the field as he did.
Yes, we should.
You sure you just want to hang back, Felix? This is really something. Might be good to, you know, take in the scenery. Maybe think about your brother.
No thanks. Remembering the past is important, but the present gives me all the direction I need. Namely, the duty to protect the same things Glenn did before me.
Probably Dimitri. I mean, Glenn was a knight of his, right? Not really protecting their land specifically.
You mean Dimitri?
More or less. My brother gave everything to protect him, but only because he was protecting the future of Fargus itself. Which that fool will probably try to shoulder all on his own. So I guess they're pretty much the same thing at this point. Anyway, keep that to yourself. And don't you dare tell the boar.
I'll hold your secret.
Sure thing.
Good. You know, I don't really care much for flowers, but this isn't so bad.
Well, that was lovely. What the heck? There doesn't seem to be much else to do besides just heckin' going for it, I guess. Yay! Okay, here we go then.
Gustav, Annette, the success of this plan lies on your shoulders.
We've got this, Your Majesty. I swear, we'll make my uncle see the light.
You sure about this, Dimitri? I probably shouldn't be saying this in front of the Baron's relatives, but the Western Lords could end up convincing Baron Dominic to lead them once more. Killing him now could spare us a storm of grief later.
It would be quicker, I'll admit that. But convincing him to join our cause will pay dividends later on. I'm sure of it.
Not to mention that the Baron's eldest son possesses a crest of his own.
Random minstrel dude, yes.
Even if the father falls, what's to stop the other lords from promoting his heir as their standard bearer?
That's exactly why I'd rather this end with Baron Dominic as an ally, not a corpse. But first, we'll need to whittle down the armies of the other Western lords. Only then can we seek an opportunity to reach him.
Dimitri, we should get moving.
Right you are. Our numbers in this battle will be few. Much of our army is off defending Aryan Road from the Empire. In other words, this fight shall not be an easy one. But we cannot afford to fail. And I will need all of your help to ensure we do not.
I wonder what the Dimitri of a few months ago would say if he could hear you now.
I feel like he hasn't changed all that much in this route, but sure.
For what it's worth, I like this version of you better. You seem more at ease.
At ease, hmm? Yes. Perhaps I am.
Look at you go, actually making friends. I can tell this has been quite a fulfilling time for you.
I mean, is that what's happening here? The WALNUT behavior said otherwise.
Not to say I'm not pleased myself. I only hope you haven't forgotten your true purpose among all this camaraderie.
the Ashen Demon.
Oh, come on, we're doing this again.
If you ever hope to reach the highest of heights, you need a powerful aspiration driving you forward. You know, when we first met, I was struck by the undeniable might of your will. Such strength laid bare the tremendous potential you hold for growth. But if you lose sight of your driving purpose, the growth I hope so dearly for you may not, in fact, come to pass.
Hey, Arvel.
Yes?
Don't you think you're getting a bit too obsessed with this little grudge match?
Yes, very, which is why I'm concerned.
Maybe so. Though I don't believe that's all there is to it.
And my purpose? Why can't we just say it's fighting for Dimitri and call it a day?
Strongly agree.
Right now, that's just as important to me as surpassing the Ashen Demon. Maybe even more so. Arvel, out with it.
I suppose it just feels like our destiny. Like it's something we're meant to do.
Yeah. Destiny, whatever. Oh, it's Cornelia again. Good. Okay, so I have to leave one of these behind. Yep, let's go with that. Okay, I will be back when I've sorted all of this jazz out. Right, here goes nothing.
Viscount Mateus, Viscount Elidor, they sure aren't holding anyone back.
I'll do what I can.
Here goes. Let's fight together.
I'm just gonna set up some adjuncts
I'll do what I
for
can.
the sake of my sanity. Now that I'm sort of getting used to having them.
Here goes. Let's fight together.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
We will proceed as planned. I will move to assist.
Not a move out.
But where's my uncle?
Not a problem. I've got this.
There's not a lot to do yet, which I don't entirely trust, but...
Uncle in all of this.
As we discussed, we will focus our efforts on persuading the Baron.
Sorry, I keep interrupting the conversation, but stuff to
I will
do.
give it my all.
And to join our cause, and chip away at the others en route.
We march together.
Understood.
I will give it my all. I shall do.
I will make my brother see reason if it is the last thing I do.
With all the progress we've made, the Western Lords are probably feeling the heat pretty hard. I bet he'll be receptive.
Take a breather.
Wait a minute, who's not playable?
We won't have much hope of persuading the Baron without you.
Huh.
Stay vigilant.
Stay out of my way. Nobody's stopping me from reaching my uncle.
You're not even here.
We shall attack together.
Seriously, where's my other playable character? Who have I lost? That's really bizarre. Did you? Where's he gone? Weird. Oh, that's where.
I'll do it.
Good grief.
Such foolishness. Now.
That was certainly a confusing thing.
I'll do what I can. I'm here to help.
Begin. I have your back.
It's
Show them the price of their folly.
Please.
I'm coming.
Right, who's on Gustav duty?
I will give it my all. Please support
Plain, you're on Gustav duty.
My turn.
Felix! Come here, Felix.
Thanks.
Ambush.
Let's go.
There are likely more awaiting us elsewhere as well. I'll do it. Stay vigilant.
Oh, for goodness sake, why am I being so incompetent?
I need your aid.
You want my help?
Well, we're finally somewhere. Let's get fighting. I bumped Flane up to full support now. She has 2 healing spells, so it's going to be weird not just busting out my combat arts in the middle of these battles.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Let's begin.
I'll put Didier on Gustav's duty, actually, given how slow he is.
I'm a little...
Apologies for the trouble. Let us continue onward.
Excuse me.
This stronghold will fall!
I'll do my best.
Okie dokes. Progress.
What savage beasts! Dispose of them!
Or don't. I would like it if we didn't.
Let's begin. I will be your shield.
Not a problem.
That isn't
I've got
great,
this.
I'll do my
but...
best. I'm a little...
No matter what may come our way, we can fend them off so long as we stand together.
Let's get it over with.
Come on! Let us assist each other! I must do this!
General Crusher! Woohoo! That was effective.
Not good. That was close. Like this?
Is that everyone? Seems to have been.
That should do it. Let's keep moving, Gustav.
Right.
I'm a little nervous.
Not a problem. I've got this.
It's not over.
Yeah, it's kind of getting close to over for you guys, not gonna lie. Ooh, chest. Can't get anywhere near that yet, though. Something is definitely gonna happen in the bottom corner down there, but I'm gonna choose not to worry about that yet. Ooh, my eye is watering. That's annoying. I'm actually wearing my glasses for once, and
I shall do my part.
does not go well with the watery eye.
Leave this to me.
I don't think you really needed to know that, but what can I say? I just ramble now when I'm doing this.
We shall
The
attack
joys.
together.
I
They are relaxing.
Don't mind me, just running around to break the money jars. Very nice of them to keep leaving big jars of money around. Hey there, my buddy, my pal.
Do my part.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Is that Baron Dominic? Yes, it is. Sweet. We're getting somewhere then.
I'll do my best.
Are you prepared?
Some assistance, please. Go now! I'm all right. I'll do all I can. You're through! The Baron lies dead ahead. Onward!
What's about to go wrong? May I? Can I through these doors come?
We did it! All that's left is to convince my uncle.
I must speak with you, my brother. Please.
Gustav, how did you break through?
Wasn't that hard.
So you mean to sway our precious Baron Dominic to your cause? Well, I won't allow it.
Great!
There are so many of them. We can't...
Oh, that is a few. Yep.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
I'll do my best.
Let them reach my father.
Surely you see the Western Lords have no hope of winning this fight, my brother. But together, we can put an end to that seductress.
Yet if I join you and we should fail, what becomes of us then? What becomes of the citizens of my barony?
You got it, Dimitri. I got you now.
Yeah, not a great time to be trying to have a nice, subtle conversation. But, you know, these things happen.
Should House Dominic align itself with the royal family, this evil rebellion will fall to its knees.
My name carries weight, yes, but I lack the might to back it up. Do not expect such things from me, Gustav.
They're wide open.
Lambert died by Cornelia's hand. And she is who you choose to side with?
The decision was not one I took lightly, but I have a responsibility to keep my people safe.
They are relying on me.
However, my heart lies not in this fight. If you can promise victory, then I will join you.
Okay.
Thank you, my brother. You will not regret this decision.
I sure hope not.
I'll do my best. Let's move.
I will give it my all. Please support them. With my uncle on our side, we've got nothing to be afraid of.
So this is the sting of betrayal, hmm? Allow me to put you in your place. Oh, my dear Titanus.
Or don't.
Hunt these beasts down.
You could not. Or you could. Why not? Right, okay.
I owe you one. Not a problem.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to...
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
cannot afford to lose the Baron after all we've done to secure his cooperation. We must defeat the Western Lords and see him safe.
Oh wow, that really is just the Western Lords. Okay. It's literally them.
Another one of Cornelius' weapons? The damage will be immeasurable if such a monstrosity is let loose.
Yeah, we're gonna kill it, it's fine.
Hope you're ready. I've got you now.
Win this handily.
Yeah, Cornelia's a hecking liar.
Cornelia, then were the Western Lords involved in the tragedy?
Had we not worked that out yet?
Justice lies with us. I feel no shame for what we've done.
Man, they are
Why
certainly,
must so many die for the sake of your so-called justice?
yeah.
This was our only option, Your Majesty. The Western Lords, we...
No words can spare you now. You may plead your case to my father, beyond the veil of death.
I'm going.
Oh, my turn! I need your aid!
Let's get it over with.
Let us assist each other! I must do this!
Angry Titan must go brrr.
Such powerful attacks. Conventional tactics will not serve us much good here.
I don't know. Dodging and hitting seems to be going about as well as it usually does for me.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Let's begin.
It's time.
This should be a fuse.
I owe you one.
Tennis. How? If I had only reinforced its shell further.
Sweet.
That witch. She had that in her back pocket this whole time?
Yeah.
Our knowledge runs far deeper than you barbarians could ever hope to understand.
That's the last of the reinforcements. Things should be a little calmer now.
Yeah, I don't think I trust that, but sure.
Let us march, my brother. We can reach Cornelia via the drawbridge.
Not a problem.
I wonder if this door's going to open up actually.
To the east.
May I get through a door? Oh, we're going that way? The heck? What good is that gonna do? Oh.
We will proceed as planned.
Dimitri, go back and hang out with Shel again, I guess.
Let's begin.
Flame, you're faster, so you're going on guard duty.
Please support them.
My turn?
Oh, he just straight up built a bridge.
How
Okay.
dare you? Let's see how you like a taste of the Viscum's power.
Oh, must we though? Great.
What is
I'll
this?
protect you.
You can count on me.
Okay, how do we fight a Viscum?
Those are the same weapons we fought back in Ferdiad. There must be a way to shut them down somewhere nearby.
they're down there, I guess. Great.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
It's time. I'll do it.
I don't know. Ooh, okay, Dedue does not want to be down there.
Let's begin.
Fight that archer for me. Actually, you can go back on guard duty for now.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
Not a problem. I've got this.
What's up with those soldiers? But they're going after the Baron. As if we'll let them.
We've already seen those weapons back in Thirdia. We know what to do. Form a barrier.
Oh, this is not a very big space to be in.
Take a breather.
This may not halt the attacks. It will at least lessen their impact.
Yeah, crowded market, no kidding. Extremely crowded.
We should capture the stronghold first, though.
Claim this moment!
So much going on right now.
I'll protect you.
Let us go together!
You got it, Dimitri. I've got you now.
All right, time to shut this thing down.
Okay.
Whew, that was close. Let's go, Uncle.
Okay, Flame doesn't
give it
really
my
need to be
all.
on guard duty right now. I don't know where the next interceptor's coming from, but we seem to be going over here, so
I'll do my best.
I guess I'll send you guys in that direction.
Let's move.
Why can't you just be good little rats and die like you're supposed to?
Don't wanna.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I'll do my best. I'm a little...
They just don't stop coming. Come on, let's take them out.
Why do I have a shieldy shield? Was that the Vixen protection thing we got? Because it feels a bit late now. Given that I've, you know, broken the thing that was threatening me. Ooh, I can use my awakening meter. That'll be fun. Or thingy-mabob. Let me take down Cordelia in like 2 hits last time, so I look forward to it. Okay, Baron Dominic really is just ignoring everyone else and heading this way.
Let us go together!
You got it, Dimitri. I've got you now.
Hear me well! Lower this drawbridge at once!
Is that Baron Dominic? Yes, my lord, right away!
Okay.
Thank you, Uncle. Just a little bit further now.
So, it comes. On my life, you shall not break through!
You don't have time for this. What's your code, boy?
Forgive the delay, Warrior King of Fargus. Allow us to join the fray.
Nice!
You've come! I will not forget this kindness. All units, forward!
Thanks, Duscur!
For Duscur?
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
I will give it my all. I shall...
Tricks. What do we do now?
I'll protect you.
Let us go together.
You got it, Dimitri. I've got you now.
Calm yourself, Ro. We still have plenty of cards up our sleeve.
Oh, come on.
More of those weapons. We'll never reach that witch now.
Not a problem.
Claim this moment! Let us help you. We'll shut those things down.
Love you guys, Duscur
Reinforcements,
Generals.
are you? How rude. I suppose it's time for the Western Knights to make their appearance.
Oh, they could not. I'd like it if they could not.
The enemy will reclaim those weapons should the warriors from Duscur fall. We must bolster their defenses.
Okie dokes.
I will give it my all. Please support them.
Ooh, I outset someone over there, I
begin.
guess.
I will be your shield. Let's
Actually,
it's
you
time
do
to
that.
move.
I'll do my best.
Ash,
Let's
start
move.
running.
Grant them no mercy.
I know I could use my shield, but I kind of want to... My awakening, rather, but I want to save it.
To amaze me, no matter how many times we fight them. They're like nothing I've ever seen before.
Grant them no mercy.
Yeah, I'm pressing Y. Could I please operate instead of hit? Right, that's one down.
That's one down. Let's get a move on to the next one.
May I get through some gates? There must be a gatekeeper somewhere around, right? Well, it wants me to fight that one specific archer for whatever reason. I guess they're after the Duscur General. Anyone around here I can kill to get this door open? And there doesn't seem to be. It wants me to kill those enemies though, so I guess I'll go and do that.
I've got this.
I'm going. Let's go.
To victory!
I will handle this. Give in!
Excellent voice acting on that line. Truly fabulous. Ah, okay, there's a way through now. Good to know. Oh, I just sent Ash over there, and the way through is like the longest way possible from him.
I will give it my all.
Because of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
I shall do my part.
Well, couldn't hurt. Not a problem. I've got this.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Right.
My turn.
That ought to be enough stuff to do for now.
Yeah, right.
I'll protect you.
Let us go together!
You got it, Dimitri! I've got you now!
Woohoo!
Where did Cornelia get these weapons anyway?
Do we really care? Right. Ash is nearly back on the correct side of the map.
I'm here to help, not a problem. I'm here to help.
Let's begin.
Now you guys can go on guard duty.
I will do my best. Just one moment, please.
Give it here.
Care to join me?
Let's get it over with.
Come on.
Team Mage over here just blasting everyone.
I must do this.
Ooh, okay, that's all of them.
That's that then. On to Cornelia.
Clever little vermin, aren't they? I'll need some time to reactivate the Visco. I trust you know what to do, Count.
Yes, of course. I suppose that means I'll be going out there.
Great! Okay, where are you?
Count Rowe himself is joining this battle, It matters not.
I will give it my all. Please support them.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Take a
Do
breather.
what you must to protect those controls.
Worry not, King of Fargus. We will not let the controls fall into enemy hands.
Love you, Duscur General.
We cannot let them reclaim those weapons. Do not allow the enemy near the strongholds.
I'll protect you.
Let us go together!
Whoa, doing a lot of damage on that one person.
I've got you now.
Send help to the Duscur soldier.
I'm here to help.
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
Not a problem. I've got this.
They need assistance controlling those strongholds.
I will not let you lay a hand on them.
We will
Sweet.
be counting on you.
By time, she says. But how does she expect me to do so? I'm no fighter. Aren't you Renato's son? He served under me, you know. Perhaps you could take his place.
Sorry, but I'm a knight of the royal family now. And you deserve everything that's coming to you for betraying us.
Why don't you dare try and steal my son? That's my son now.
You got it, Dimitri.
Ash has had a rough enough time as it is. Leave him be.
I don't understand. Where did I go wrong?
You trusted Cornelia. That's where you went wrong.
Enough of this, Cornelia. None remain who can shield you from our vengeance.
I'd hoped to keep my hands clean, but it seems there's nothing for it. Entertain me, boy.
You got it, Dimitri. I've got you now.
So, finally shown yourself. There will be no escape for you this time, I assure you.
Dookily.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
I think that's fair. Right, you guys appear to still be occupied, so...
I
I will give it. I shall do my part.
You can take care of that for a minute. Hey, Cornelia.
They will recapture the weapon at this rate.
I guess I ought to take care of that too.
I've got this.
It's time.
We must hurry.
Please.
To victory!
I will handle this. Give in!
Hey back! Sweet.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Okie dokie.
Leave this to me.
Take a breather.
You kingdom dogs are good at giving chase. I must admit.
Claim this moment.
It's only us and her now. But keep
No.
your heads on straight. And watch out for those weapons.
We fought off the enemy reinforcements, but we must stay vigilant. Those guarding the weapons cannot be defeated.
We've managed to fight them off for now. Nicely done, everyone.
My, what a fascinating power you wield. Where did you get it?
I don't answer to you. But I'd be glad to give you a closer look.
Feel like
A man
explaining?
of Duscur, I should have exterminated you when I had the chance.
Even were His Majesty to forgive the atrocities you committed, I never will.
Good, to be honest.
Soldiers already. I told Tallis I needed more than this.
Not much further. Everyone, together.
Yeah, I did it already. Woohoo!
Lose? Curse this feeble flesh.
Seize the witch. It's time she told us the truth.
Well then, we did a thing.
What a horrible way to treat a saint.
Your mages have met their end, Cornelia. And soon, so will you. You cannot warp yourself out of this. Now let me ask you again. What became of my stepmother? Does she yet live?
No, long dead, I'm afraid.
Ah, well, good to have that confirmed, I guess.
She killed the husband who kept her from the sweet little daughter she loved so dearly, only to lose her own life at that same daughter's hand.
Ah!
You can't mean...
Didn't I already tell you? Your stepsister has the answers.
Oh boy!
So this body has reached its end. How pitifully frail you all are.
Awkward.
You have to be strong.
That's nice.
I won't let myself...
Shel is getting pretty OP at this point, but whatever, it benefits me.
If I seek the truth, I'll have to retrieve it from the Emperor herself. Cornelia said as much before her spirit left this realm. Only a fool would take that temptress at her word. But I do believe there is truth to her claim. Edelgard knows something. The Empire was surely involved in my father's death. And perhaps she was as well.
Hold on, Boar. You owe us all an explanation here. The Emperor is your stepsister?
Yeah, that wasn't really foreshadowed all that much in this route, was it? Or it might have been. I don't remember. I've been playing houses a lot in between this, and it's complicated.
My apologies. I suppose I never mentioned it.
So if I've got this straight, after you were born, your dad got remarried to her mom?
Correct. Though the truth of my stepmother's background was never revealed to the public, as you can imagine. Of course, all that is in the past now. There is no reason to keep hiding it from my closest allies.
Your Majesty, if I may, I can handle the explanation.
That will no doubt prove faster. You knew my father many years longer than I did.
It all started 20 years ago, when a dreadful plague ravaged Ferdiad. King Lambert's wife was among those claimed by its spread. In hopes of bringing an end to the epidemic, the king sought experts from across the land, scholars, doctors, mages. Among those, it was an imperial scholar by the name of Cornelia who finally turned the page on our suffering and put an end to the pestilence.
Oh yes, I've heard about that. She helped develop many of the districts in the capital as well, didn't she?
It's a little weird to think she's the one who planned out the places we all lived.
They even used to call her a saint. What could have happened to her to make her so different?
Slither, slither.
Interestingly enough, she never asked for any kind of reward for her feat. Well, at first. In lieu of any compensation, monetary or otherwise, she requested that we rescue one of her old friends from the Empire. Which is the story of how the late king came to meet his future wife, Lady Patricia. Or should I say, Lady Anselma.
I don't get it. Why would she need saving?
I'm not sure of all the details myself, but I know she was banished from the court after becoming involved in some sort of political dispute. Lambert always did have a soft spot for those in need. And of course, in the thick of all that, the two developed feelings for each other. It's difficult to say for sure if it was love, but it was something. Anyway, that's all I have.
Yeah, love certainly leads to what happened next, doesn't it?
Looking back on the events now, it's hard to know just how much of it was part of Cornelia's plot. In any case, I must learn more about my stepmother's death. I have no doubt it connects in some manner to the truth about the tragedy. Who was Cornelia working for? And what was Edelgard's role in all of it? If I truly want to know, well, there's only one person I can turn to.
You want to get answers from the Emperor of the very region we're at war with? Is that even possible? I mean, Edelgard is our enemy. She and her like have stamped the life out of so many of our allies. And we've done the same to hers. I don't see how the two sides could just sit down for a chat after all that.
Perhaps not. Make no mistake, she is still our bitter enemy. But I've no other choice. We have extracted all the information we could from the Western Lords. And as Cornelia has departed this world, the Emperor is the only one left we can turn to. Gustav, I'll be leaving reconstruction of the West to you and the Baron.
Understood, Your Majesty. Do you mean to make for Aryan Road?
Indeed I do. Even the most impregnable fortress in all Fodlan cannot hold off an onslaught forever. I know not how or when Edelgard will make her presence known, but we must hold the Silver Maiden, by any means necessary.
Yay? Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Apparently from what I know, the next chapter is where things get absolutely bonkers, so I'm looking forward to that. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.